Hello dears, welcome to our program Toppers NEET Olympiad Foundation. Class is 9, the reproduction in the flowering plants. So in the previous classes we have discussed about the continuation single correct answer type questions. Up till we have discussed the question number 34. So in this video we are going to discuss from the question number 35. So let us see the first question. What is given? Wind pollination is common in. What is wind pollination? Pollination through the wind. Okay, so pollination through the wind, for each and every type of pollination the agents will be different. So here the wind pollination is common in which kind of plants he is asking, right? So let us see here, the picture which is given over here is the grass family plant, right? The grass family plant. Orchids, no. Legumes, completely wrong. Lilies can be seen in the water bodies, and the grasses is the correct option, right? So in the grass family plants we can observe a kind of pollination is called as a wind pollination, right? Coming to the next question. Double fertilization was first discovered by the scientist Nevershin in the year of 1898. In which of these plants he is asking? Okay, so before going to the options, let us see the conclusion over here. The Sergius Nevershin 1898 discovery of a double fertilization in the flowering plants, right? So discovery of double fertilization in which of the flowers? Lilium and the fritillaria. Okay, so option A will be the correct one, right? So what is the lilium and the fritillaria? These are the flowering plants, phanerogams. Out of these plants, the scientist, he had done the experiments on this double fertilization process by the scientist. Who was the scientist? Sergius Nevershin, right? So in the mango and sugarcane, as per the picture which is given over here, we can conclude remaining options will be the wrong. Yes, hope you all understood. Next, coming to the next question, egg apparatus consists of. Egg apparatus. What is the egg apparatus? So this is a picture of the embryo sac, right? So within the embryo sac we can observe 7 cells and 8 nuclei. 7 cells and the 8 nuclei. Okay, so the 7 cells. What are those 7 cells? In the anterior chelagel end we can observe the 3 antipodals, 1, 2, 3 antipodals which are single nucleated, and in the middle region we can observe the polar nuclei of a central cell. Within this central cell we can observe 2 nuclei, and coming to the basal region we can observe the synergids and egg cell. Okay, so within the synergids and the egg cell we can observe a kind of apparatus is called as a egg apparatus. Okay, so the kind of apparatus which is present inside the synergids is called as a filiform apparatus. Okay, so here he is asking the question about the egg apparatus consists of. What are those? Only the egg? No, here along with the egg there are another 2 kinds of cells called as a synergids, right? Coming to the egg and synergids is right. Option B he has given as egg and polar nuclei. Polar nuclei exactly in the central region. It will not include in the egg apparatus. Okay, so what will be included? The egg cell and the 2 synergids, right? So option C will be the correct one. And coming to egg and antipodal cells. Antipodals are at the anterior end and egg cell is in the posterior region. So option D is the wrong option. What is the correct option? Egg and the synergids are the neighboring cells which are present one above the other, one behind the other in a basal region, nothing but the posterior region of the embryo sac. Coming to the next question. Embryo sac is also known as. What is embryo sac actually? It's a kind of female gametophytic cell which is inside the ovule. Okay, so embryo sac is also known as, it's also called as a megametophyte. Mega in the sense a megaspore cells which are been forming first of all by the megaspore mother cell, and then we can form the formation of as we discussed the 7 cells, nothing but the 3 antipodals, middle, central cell and the basal region, egg cell and the synergids. These are formed by the megaspores. Megaspores by the megaspore mother cell. So the option is megagametophyte. Microgametophyte, it's completely wrong. Okay, micro means small. The size of the embryo sac inside the ovule as comparing with the pollen cells, the sperm cells inside the pollen tube are comparatively larger in the embryo sac. That is the reason the cell, the megaspore mother cell, which is forming the megaspores. Okay, that is the reason it is considered as a megagametophyte, not the microgametophyte, not the microsporangium. Sporangium is completely different in this concept. Okay, and next one is the megasporangium. If sporangium is wrong, whether it is a micro or the mega, right? What different it makes? It also doesn't make any meaning. So what is the correct option? Option is B, megagametophyte. Coming to the next question, embryo sac is found in. Very simple question. Where the embryo sac can be seen? In the endosperm, in the embryo, in the ovule or in the seed. Okay, so where can we observe? Endosperm is the result of second fertilization. Endosperm is the result of second fertilization. So this will be the wrong option, right? And embryo. What is embryo? Embryo is also one of the results. Yes, result of what? Fertilization process. After fertilization, fusion of male and female gametes and this triple fusion, nothing but the double fertilization process, we can observe the embryo. So this is also the wrong option. Okay, and embryo sac is found in ovule. Okay, so it's found in the ovule. A picture indicates that this is the ovule. Picture of ovule. Within the ovule we can observe the embryo sac, right? So this embryo sac is responsible for, through the micropyle region we can observe the pollen grain will be germinating the pollen tube and enters into the micropylar region in the ovule, as in this at the entry point of the embryo sac and the micropylar region we can observe the embryo sac. In the seed is also the resultant one. Yes, seed is nothing but the unfertilized ovules will be developing into the seeds in a fruits, right? And the picture indicates this is the embryo sac, can be seen in the ovule, right? Next, coming to the next question. Question number 40, let us see. Endosperm of angiosperms results after fertilization from. Endosperm of angiosperms. What is endosperm? Endosperm is the result of second fertilization. Okay, so second fertilization where we can observe inside the embryo sac? In the central cell. Polar nuclei in the central cell. First fertilization can be seen with the egg cell and forms the zygote, and the second sperm cell reaches directly the polar nuclei, and there we can observe the fusion process. There we can observe the formation of a endosperm. So this egg cell is been forming as a zygote, and after that the second sperm cell is ready to enter into the polar nuclei, nothing but the central cell. After the fusion process we can observe the triplet, 3n number of chromosomes. 3 nuclei will be forming as a endosperm. So which is the correct one over here? Can be seen in the secondary nucleus. Endosperm of angiosperms results after the fertilization from secondary nucleus. Okay, so not the synergids, not the antipodals and not the egg cell, right? Next, coming to next question. Fragrant flowers with well developed nectaries are adapted for. Fragrant flowers with well developed nectar is fragrant flowers. Okay, so why do they give the fragrance? As they contain the nectars. Okay, so as the nectar is present, we can observe there is a attraction of the insects. Okay, so insects normally by they view a flower, the petals will be, the corolla condition will be attracting the insects. Okay, so the nectar also, some of the insects they fly, some of the insects they can't fly, but with the help of smell, sense of smell, they could able to identify the flower for sucking the nectar. Okay, so these are the insects. Okay, so what kind of pollination it is? Okay, is that the anemophily or the hydrophily or the entomophily or the zoophily? Okay, so what kind of pollination can be seen if the nectar is filled in the flower? So can be seen is called as a entomophily. Type of pollination is entomophily. Through the insects we can observe the pollination. Okay, so in the picture, each and every picture we can observe the insect. Okay, so these insects are being attracted towards to the sense of smell, as the flower contains a lot of, sufficient amount of the nectar will be filled up within the flower, and kind of pollination through this process is called as a entomophily. Okay, anemophily is through the wind. It's completely wrong. And hydrophily is the water. This is also completely wrong. Okay, and zoophily, different kinds of animals. Okay, this is also wrong. What is the correct option? Through the insects the pollination is being done, so it is considered as a entomophily. Right, coming to the next question. In angiosperms, in an angiosperm, male plant is diploid. In an angiosperm, the male plant is diploid in condition, it seems. Okay, and the female plant is tetraploid. Diploid means 2n number and tetraploid means 4n number. Okay, so here the endosperm will be after the fusion, fertilization process of male and female gametes. So what will be formed? What will be the condition of zygote he is asking. Let us see here, is that the haploid condition, triploid condition, tetraploid condition or the pentaploid condition. Okay, so let us go for the explanation part. The mother egg cell or megaspore will contain two polar nuclei. Two polar nuclei can be seen in the embryo sac, nothing but in the central cell. Okay, so here the megaspore, mother cell megaspore, which contains two polar nuclei and each nucleus with ploidy of 2x. Okay, means two nuclei, each nucleus contains 2x number of ploidies. Ploidies are nothing but the chromosomes. And the nuclei from the pollen will contain ploidy of 1x. Pollen is one of the male gametophyte, and here the male gamete contains only 1x number of the chromosome, it seems. Okay, so 2 for each. 2 into 2, 4. Yes, so 4 ploidies can be seen in 2 nuclei of the megaspore of 2 polar nuclei in the female ones. In the female we can observe total 4 ploidies. 2 into 2, 4 ploidies. And coming to pollen grain, pollen which contains the ploidy of only 1x. Only 1x. 4x plus 1x is equals to 5x. Is equals to 5x. Okay, so this will be the condition. 5x in the sense which kind of ploidy condition we can consider it as? It must be considered as a pentaploidy condition, not the haploid, not the triploid, not the tetraploid. Okay, the correct option is pentaploid condition. Right. Next, coming to the question 43. An orthotropous ovule is one in which micropyle and chalaza are. types of ovules, hemitropous ovule and anatropous ovule, orthotropous ovule, hemianatropous ovule. So like this, the condition of based on the position of chalaza, funicle, integuments and the micropylar regions, the conditions of ovules will be completely different on the positions of these organs in the ovule. Okay, so in this type of ovule, an orthotropous ovule is one in which micropyle and chalaza, right, are in straight line funicle. Okay, so where we can observe the micropyle and chalaza he is asking. Here is the micropyle and here is the chalaza. Okay, so they are in a straight line condition. Okay, so they are in a straight line condition. The picture only indicates and shows the answer option A. What is option A? In straight line of a funicle. This is the funicle. Okay, so to the funicle, both chalaza and micropyle are joining in a single straight line. Okay, so as per the figure, A is the correct option, remaining all are wrong. Parallel along with the funicle, parallel in the sense it comes like this. It's not a parallel condition. Okay, if not, as the funicle is like this, it must be parallel to this. Okay, it's not the condition, it's in a straight line condition. And option C, what he is asking at right angles to the funicles. What is a right angle? Either this side or this side, sorry. Okay, so is the micropyle and the chalaza is in right angle triangles? Completely not. So option C is also wrong and option D is parallel along with the ovule. This is the ovule. Yes, this is the ovule and parallel along with the ovule it seems. Are they outside the ovule? No, completely not. Within the same line of a funicle. Option A is the correct one, right? And coming to the next question, which is agamospermy? Agamospermy. Let us see what are the options here. Development of embryo without gametic union, type of sexual reproduction in which there is no differentiation of male and female gametes, and coming to option C, development of new individual from the union of two sperms, and coming to option D, development of new individuals from union of two sperms. Yes, the correct option is a single gamete without fertilization. Okay. Parthenogenesis is development of new individual from the single gamete. Single gamete in the sense it's a female gamete. Okay, the female gamete will be developing into a new embryo. Okay, next. Option B, fertilization of female gamete with a female gamete, it's completely wrong. And fertilization of male and male gamete with the male gamete, this is also completely wrong. And this is one of the vegetative structure it seems. No, it's not a vegetative structure, it's a kind of asexual. Sexual is converting into the asexual mode, is nothing but the parthenogenesis process. Okay, next. So now we are going to discuss about multi-matrix type questions. Okay, let us see here. So here in the column 1, type of pollinations has been given, and this type of pollination, what are the agents are been given in the column 2. Let us see here. Anemophily, anemo in the sense the word indicates anemometer is one of the instrument to find out the wind speed. Okay, so here the code can be said anemo means a type of pollination can be seen through the wind. Option C, right? Next, entomophily, entomology, study of insects. Okay, so here 49, the entomology, where are the insects, pollination by the insects, option E will be the correct one. And coming to the ornithophilia, ornithology, study of birds, right? Very good. Next, the birds where can be seen here, pollination by the birds is option A. Okay, and chiropterophilia, chiropterophilia, already we have discussed in a previous videos. So chiropterophilia is the pollination is seen by the bats, option B, right? So C, E, A, B are the options, correct options. This is the ending of this video. Thank you so much dears. Hope you all enjoyed the video and we'll be meeting in the next session. Thank you so much.